Hello students, this is Dr. Anup Sharma. Welcome to ChemSword. So now we are going to learn about non-metals. We can look at non-metals. Non-metals. So which elements we can identify as non-metals? So we can look general properties of non-metals. Properties of non-metals. Non-metals. So number one. So metals don't conduct electricity. They are bad conductor of heat and electricity because they don't have free electrons. So non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. Heat and electricity. They are bad conductor of heat and electricity. Why? Because they do not have free electrons. They do not have free electrons. That is the reason. Now there is an exception to this. Exception is graphite. 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 Graphite is form of carbon. We call it allotrope. So graphite is what? Allotrope of carbon. Okay. So exception is graphite. Graphite can conduct electricity. It can conduct electricity. It can conduct electricity. So that's about first property of non-metals. Second, we can look for non-metals are neither malleable. Non-metals are neither malleable nor ductile. They cannot be beaten into sheets, nor they are drawn into wires. You might not have seen any wires or sheets of non-metals. And then next property is non-metals are colorful, or you can say colored. So for example, iodine. Iodine is violet color in color. Chlorine is greenish yellow. Greenish yellow in color. Carbon. What about carbon? You have seen graphite. So carbon is black or gray, like in graphite. So these are the general properties of non-metals. But looking at specifically the electronic configuration, we will see like the electronic configuration of non-metals. So what about them? So we'll look into non-metals. Non-metals. So they have either 4, 5, 6 or 7 electrons in their outermost shell. 4, 5, 6 or 7, though 8 also, but noble gases are those elements. So noble gas, they have 8 electrons. They have 8 electrons in their outermost most shell. So that what happens. Okay, so that's it is noble gases. So 8 electrons. Otherwise non-metals they have 4, 5, 6 or 7. So for example, examples of non-metals. So like carbon. Why carbon is a non-metal? Because carbon atomic number is equal to 6. So its electronic configuration is 2, 4. So how many outermost electron? 4. So outermost 4 electron means it's a non-metal. Similarly, nitrogen symbol is N. Configuration will be 2 and 5. So these are 5 electron outermost. It's a non-metal. Similarly, oxygen symbol is O. Configuration is 2, 6. So outermost 6. That means it's a non-metal. Next is fluorine. Symbol is F. Configuration is 2, 7. So it's a non-metal because 7 outermost electron. And next is neon. Though it's a noble gas, but it's a part of non-metal as well. So symbol is Ne, and that means 2, 8. Because it's complete octet or outermost electrons are 8, that means it's a noble gas. So neon is a noble gas. So I hope this point is clear about metals and non-metals, about their properties and about like their electronic configuration. Moving further, the last type of elements are metalloids. Or semi-metals. So what does this mean? Semi-metals means in between metals and non-metals. So such elements possess the properties of metals and non-metals both. So for example, like boron, its atomic number is 5. Number equals to 5. This is in periodic table. Next is silicon. Symbol is Si and its atomic number is 14. Silicon is a part of our glass, sand. Borosilicon, like borosil glass, the non-breakable glass items, they are containing both boron and silicon, both. So that's how it is. So these are the examples, etc. So I think this topic of elements like containing metals, non-metals and metalloids should be clear by now. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you like, please like, share and subscribe my channel. I just started this to help the people. Thank you very much.